TIFU by losing my finger trying to fetch a ball. Well, it wasn't today, but actually on July 14, 2020. I lost my left middle finger while trying to fetch a ball that my friend's dog threw over a fence the day before. It was raining, and halfway over the fence, I decided to ditch the idea since the fence was quite slippery, and I didn't want to get hurt. As I was climbing down, I slipped, and my ring got caught on the fence, degloving my left middle finger. I felt a hard tug, and although there was no immediate pain, I had a feeling I knew what happened. My first thought was, do I look at my hand or go home? Obvious choice, I looked down and muttered, fuck. I grabbed the bone and remaining flesh with my unharmed hand to stop the bleeding and looked at my friend Martin, who was with the dog. I calmly told him, Martin, don't panic, but my finger is gone. Call an ambulance. I will lay down on the ground now. Okay? Initially, he thought I was joking because I stayed unusually calm. When he finally realized I was serious, he saw the blood dripping from my hand. He rushed to ring doorbells at the apartment building across the street, asking someone to call an ambulance since I didn't have my phone, and he forgot that you can call emergency numbers without mobile credit. At one point, a guy rode past on his bike. Martin tried to flag him down, yelling something like, "Hey, can you please call an ambulance?" He had an accident. That guy took one glance at me and cheerfully replied, "No, I don't have time, sorry," while riding off with a big smile. That remains one of the funniest moments to me. Back to the ambulance situation, my friend managed to get an old lady to step out on her balcony, where she could see me. She called an ambulance immediately. She got a bit confused and accidentally called the police, but they informed the hospital to send an ambulance. Another lady approached me, rubbed my back, and tried to comfort me, which was really sweet, especially since she was the one crying, overwhelmed by the situation. She shielded me from the rain with her umbrella, and I really hope she's okay. I was lucky because a woman across the street saw me through the window and came to check on me. She turned out to be a nurse and had a first aid kit. She introduced herself and asked what happened. When I showed her my injury, she gasped and whispered, "Oh, fuck." I couldn't help but laugh and said, "Oh, fuck? As a nurse? It's that bad, huh?" She apologized, trying not to freak me out too much. The kind nurse bandaged me up and waited for the ambulance with us. By that time, the pain was manageable, so I focused on calming Martin, telling him to stay calm and breathe since I couldn't bleed out. The ambulance and police arrived about 15 minutes later. They asked bizarre questions like, "Did your friend pull you down? Did the dog eat the finger?" They spent 30 seconds looking around the bush where it happened and said they couldn't find the finger, so there was no salvaging it for me. The EMTs gave me some strong medication and transported me to the hospital, where I went in and out of consciousness due to shock. At the ER, I received local anesthesia by getting a needle shoved into my mangled finger. That was the most pain I've ever felt in my life. After that, there was no pain at all. I finally got to look at it up close for the first time. It looked gnarly, most of my skin and flesh was gone, but the two bigger bones and the main tendon were intact. I could even move my finger bone, so I did, opening and closing my hand in awe, observing how everything worked. It was oddly fascinating. They also took some pictures, and I wanted to keep the bones they removed, but the doctor told me that wasn't allowed due to biohazard laws. I went home the next day and got a cute little tattoo afterward. It's a pair of scissors on a dashed line, as a joke about the incident. When I got home, I picked up my dog from Martin's apartment and jokingly said, "Pew pew," while doing the Spider-Man web shooting gesture with my hand. I don't have many lasting difficulties regarding the missing finger besides occasional phantom pain or annoyance from phantom itch. I'm a pretty positive person, so I'm thankful it was just one finger and an unessential one at that, considering it was my non-dominant hand. Overall, I would rate this situation a solid 7 out of 10. The hospital food was good, the staff was kind, and the pain was manageable. I'm still a little salty about not being able to take my bones home, and I cringe every time I think about the incident since I live near that fence. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. TLDR, climbing a fence in the rain while wearing a ring is a very stupid idea.
If you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button and comment down below your thoughts. Also don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this.